Hi everyone. Happy Sunday, April 6th. So weird. Time flies, whether you're having fun or not, so you may as well be having fun. And I hope you are having fun this weekend. I am very happy to see you, whether you're on replay or live. I am Lisa Harden. I'm coming to you live from the Stamping Zoo in a beautiful Boise, Idaho, and it is picturesque today. The only bad thing, well, not bad thing, I had fun today, but I've been in the house. So, you know what? Stampin' Up calls. And I had a very nice helper come over and work with me today. And so, hey, I'm taking it, right? I can go out after I play with these beautiful products with you. And, the dirty windows are just going to be waiting for me. So I know once I get out there, that's going to be my project. Maybe that's why I'm not going out. Hello, everybody. Hi, Deborah. Hi, Jean. As you're coming in, as always, please say hello. Let us know how you're doing today, or maybe if you did something fun or interesting this weekend. We want to know about it. I went to see Wicked, and I actually left at intermission just because my feet were killing me, not because the show was bad at all. I have seen it before. It's the musical, not the movie. And I've seen it before. And so anyway, all I could really think of were that my feet hurt. So I wore this new pair of shoes on Friday, all day on Friday. They were brand new style. And no, they were just clogs with a really hard sole. It's not like they were high heels or anything. That's over and done with. But anyway, they hurt my feet. So I'll give it a break. I'll try and phase them in and not wear them for 10 hours at once. And I really hope they work because in general, they're really comfortable otherwise. And they were expensive, right? So as always, we try to work them in and work it out. But so that's what I did, everybody. And then I slept in because I set my alarm wrong this morning and woke up with a headache. So I needed a little caffeine to help me through. And so far, so good. And then my friend Alicia came over. Alicia's on here a lot. I don't think she's on here right this minute because she just left. But she's on here a lot with me. She's been my friend for, 10 plus years. We met through Stampin' Up. And she's on my team. And I needed a helper. I needed a helper for a long time. And finally, I got a helper. And so she did a beautiful job cutting lots of gorgeous kits. And I'm so happy. I just don't want to do anything to scare her off. So, everybody, if you see Alicia, make sure you tell her how much I love her. If your feet hurts, everything hurts. I know, right? And you know what, Jean? I really like Skechers. They're very comfortable for me, but they're too soft. I am a princess in the pea, right? I am constantly like, what's too soft? What's too hard? Oh, it's just right. But I don't want to wear what's just right, our Saucony tennis shoes. I don't want to wear those 24/7, right? I want change because they don't look great with everything. I'm still a little bit vain. Okay, so anyway, that was big doings around here, right? Big excitement. The dogs have totally been hanging out with Alicia today. They were very interested. She was in there singing and cutting, and I'm sure they were like, wow, it's somebody else just like my mom, right? I need a little color here. Speaking of getting fancy with high heels, I don't wear high heels, but I will still wear a little lipstick, right? This is that weird lipstick we played with last year. It's clear. Then it goes on supposedly to match your body chemistry and be the perfect color. Okay. I like the color. So, all right, everyone. Guess what? We are going to work with a new online exclusive suite of products today. And at the end, if you're in absolute love with it, you can place an order for anything you'd like. And if you have the minimum order, then you're going to get a card kit for free from me. Okay. These are actually the card kit I'm going to send will be the cards that I am making with my team at our team meeting. So you get a little taste of the optional class that's available for the team meets. And also, you get to play with the new products all for free, all because you purchased something that you were probably going to purchase before. So please don't forget, this is the hot season for last chance items. There are hundreds of last chance items. That means they will be available until they're not, right? And you also want to be buying some cardstock if you are able this month. The price will go up to $14 May 6th, okay? If not before. I know that you can get basic white now in the newer packaging, but it is $14, okay? So just shop with me, friends. I would love it. More about that later, but right now, why don't I just point you down and we will get started. Yay! So there's the unveiling. We're playing with Thankful Garden today, and oh my gosh, if you haven't taken a look at it, you're going to want to. It is, as I said, it's a whole suite of products, and it is, oh, interesting. Let's see. What's camera A? I think I got rid of, no, there I am. Okay. I'm just in a square instead of a round circle. I don't know. I don't know what I did. But anyway, here I am, everybody. Okay, so a new suite of products, online exclusives, which mean you're not going to find it in a catalog, even the beautiful new catalog. And by the way, if you need a copy of this and you have not shopped with me in the past 6 months, if you're not working with another demonstrator, then go ahead and send me a private message and we will work it out. Okay? If you have shopped with me, I'm more than likely I'm going to send one out to you unless you tell me that you don't want one because you're getting one elsewhere. A lot of you in my monthly classes are also demonstrators. If I know that, I probably will hold off on sending you one, but they're always available. Okay? So back to the bundle. This bundle is very special because it has masks. I think it has 5 masks, or I'm missing one. We'll soon find out. But so it has masks. It has a beautiful stamp set, photopolymer, and then coordinating dies, as well as some extra dies that cut out some leaf images. 12 dies in total, and that is available today. Also, the suite has this beautiful, let me undo it. It's like 1/8 of an inch fresh freesia ribbon, and it's, look at that. It's like velvet. It's faux velvet. I don't know what that means, but it's faux velvet. And I thought velvet was man-made. It's not like it's faux fur. But anyway, it's faux velvet, okay? So no velvets were killed in the making of this ribbon, just so you know. And then finally, the starburst sequins. Aren't they pretty? They're very flat, very friendly for mailing. Look at that. Zoobilee just got this. Hey, great. Well, I'm going to make 2 cards with it today. One of them is a very, I think it's a fault line card. You'll have to tell me, but I think that's what it is. Anyway, it's so cool. Hey, Trish. Well, everybody's just coming in. Hi, Kathy Sanford and Kim. Hello. And Deb, we talked. Carol Alanis. Hello there. She always has a beautiful row of purple hearts because she knows I love purple. So anyway, hello everybody. And if you are coming on replay, hello to you too. Most of you watch on replay. So, but you can say hello to me too. It's okay. After the fact is great, whether you're on Facebook or YouTube. I welcome you all. Okay. So I am an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. And one of the things that means is that I sell all of these products as well as a few thousand more. I will show you. Shortly, I will show you how you can get over to my website and shop with me. It's very easy. Just a few clicks, okay? Am I going to enable you again? Hey, I hope so. I hope so, Jean. Are you kidding? So far, you haven't been on board. Well, Jean, I know you are. Boy, sometimes I really have to work to win you over, and so I'm willing to do that. I like a challenge, okay? But first, I want to share some happy mail. This is from Roz. I don't think Roz is on here yet, but Roz, this is so cute. And isn't it gorgeous? Look at all the beautiful paper. So this is what the meant to be. My nose, I swear. This is what the meant to be. Beautiful little bundle. And the dies. So I think it's so cute. Okay, Kim, you ordered this one. Good. Because it's our team. It's our team kit, right? That's what we were working with at our team meeting. Hand stamped by Roz with the cute bird. I love it. Thank you so much, Roz. And then she sent me this beautiful little note, but she put it on our cardstock with the DSP. Isn't that great? I'd like to talk to Roz every day. It would do my heart good. But alas, I don't have time. Darn it. Okay, so I'm not going to show you, or no, I'm going to show you the cards. I'm going to show you the cards that are available free shortly, but not right now. Right now, why don't we just get started on a card, okay? And then in that way, we'll take a look at all of the beautiful products that go along with this suite. And then I'll show you how to shop for it or anything you want. Because the free with purchase order this month doesn't require that you buy this bundle. It just requires that you buy something that makes your heart happy, okay? So let me get some of this business out of our way and get my first card kit up and going. Okay, that looks pretty good. This one, we're going to use the masks because they're so beautiful. And so I have cut, oh, by the way, if you haven't seen the paper, I hope you're sitting down. It's so gorgeous. It's all cut up because I've been cutting, making cards. I couldn't wait to get my grubbies on this. Is this stuff beautiful or what? Get this one. We're going to use this paper today. So it's got some black and white prints. It's got lots of black. And I love brights with black or another neutral for that matter. So, I mean, it's so beautiful without being all subtles. It's regals. It does have some subtles in it. There's fresh freesia, but it has regals and it has black, and it's so fun. Oh, see, now look, I could have looked a lot more organized if I would have showed you these papers. Look at this. Look at this, everyone. How organized I am. Oh my gosh. Show us how to make Roz's Funfold. Jean, I am just going to have to do one like 5-hour class with all these cards that we get in. Now, I will recreate that because it's super cute. And I also have another one cut for you. You wanted to see somebody else's Funfold, or not a Funfold, but you wanted to see me do, I think, Rosie Gonzalez's swap card. And I have a cut for you, but maybe let's do that on Thursday night, okay? Okay, so the paper, check. It's a winner. The stamps, check. Also a winner. They are beautiful line-drawn images with great sentiments, and the line-drawn images you can mask. So you can use this for a large project. You could heat emboss them and color them one by one. You can just leave them stamped and not colored. And anything in between, watercolor, you name it. So we are going to mask this first one, okay? So back to my card base, I decided to go dramatic. Basic black card base with this paper, oh my gosh. And then a fresh freesia base. This is 3 3/4 by 5. This is 3 7/8 by 5 1/8. So just a skinny mat. But I'm going to show you how it looks. And I think that having an extra layer wins, hands down, every time. For me, it's just the extra pop I need. Now, if you want to be economical, you can die cut something out of the middle of this because you're only using 1/8 of an inch of it, quite frankly. I need to do that more. Okay, see? Helps it to pop out. It helps the black look more black and this look more bright and colorful. My beautiful little mourning doves are singing out there. It's so cute. And then this, I'm going to use fresh freesia for the insert as well. Ba-bam. You could also use some of the Designer Series paper if you wanted to. And then, of course, the masks. So we have leaf images. Okay, we have 2 of those. And then we have 3 for the flowers. And I'm going to walk you through how to use these, how to set them up for success. You're going to need some blending brushes. All right. Or, yeah, I would say daubers, but no. I think you're going to get the best images with the blending brushes. Do the dies cut out the DSP? I flat out believe they do. Let's see which ones they cut out. Now I know these larger on that black piece of paper. I'm really thinking that I think this is the same pattern, only with white, right? So the hydrangea is a lot smaller, at least on this one. These are a lot smaller. Okay, let's take a look. I was so definite, wasn't I? That can be the kiss of death sometimes, Lisa. What are you thinking? Okay, let me go back to my half sheets. This one, no, for sure. This one, maybe. Yeah, this one, oh, well, that's going the wrong way, but could you? Would you? No. Okay. Could you? Would you? No. No, I guess not. Wrong size. What about maybe one of the smaller, maybe the smaller one? I think that one might. And this one cuts out 3 of them on the stamp, which means it could cut out 3 in here, but I'm not gonna take the time to do that with you because it's a little tricky. Oh my gosh, did I just I think I fell into it. Oh, it almost does, but not quite. Okay, it might not, Kim. I was so sure, but that's okay. Maybe they just couldn't fit images that large onto the paper. Now this, nope, this is bigger. Oh my goodness, could it be? I don't think so. I don't think so. Okay, that's all right. Guess what that means? More masking, more die cutting, more coloring, more watercoloring, and more embossing. Okay, let me grab some white, basic white for this particular one. And I am putting it on a black card with lots of black. So we will deal with the outline when we get there. We might be fine with it and we might not, but there are ways to modify. Okay, and so I'm going to take the hydrangea. And did you know that for a long time, hydrangeas were my favorite plant. And this was my favorite perennial. This was before we had all sorts of hybrids. And so they were very difficult to grow here because they don't like, well, original ones don't like hot and dry. Okay, they want humid. They want to be down south. But there were a couple that were really grew well here. One's called Annabelle Lee, so well that I've dug her up a couple of times and she just keeps coming on. And she actually, last time, I put a shed over her and she creeped out and she's doing well. So anyway, that is a very good one. Very old-fashioned, has to be staked. But now, of course, there are as many hydrangeas as there are stars in the sky. Okay, so let's get our beautiful image stamped in Memento black, and it's just a hit from the get-go, isn't it? Isn't that pretty? All right, I'm going to grab some grid paper. This does take a little bit of ink. Usually I'm fine with doing it on my grid mat, but let's just see what happens here. You get all these like beautiful colors. So actually, I'll just go ahead and use this one. It already has some lines on it, but of course this paper is a different size. So the masks aren't necessarily going to work on that. let me see. Okay, I'm going to do it here so I can show you as if you yourself are doing it from the beginning. Okay, so grab some sort of a grid is very helpful. Okay, and then I am just going to give myself some guidelines in case this paper just goes off the rails. Then I'm going to take some low tack tape and I am going to place it. This is really all you need to do. This is overkill. Hello, Donna. How are you doing? It's nice to see you. My nose, I swear. I know it's allergy season. But it's also like, it's getting to be this Pavlovian thing where I come live with you and then my nose starts itching. Now, if my grandma Caford were still around, she would probably say that means I'm going to get money. Because she would say that if her hand itched. So I'm sure she would, you know, because it always sounds good. Money's coming. Okay. All right. I mean, is this just like my regular paycheck or extra money? Because my regular paycheck, well, yeah, I kind of expect that. But, okay. One thing I need to do instead of running around cleaning my windows is do my taxes. Can you even believe it? I have not done my own taxes. I'm a tax accountant. Not that kind of tax accountant. I do other stuff. But still, I guess it's because I go, no piggy. I can get it done. No rush. But there is kind of a rush, Harden. So anyway, but now I'll go live. I'll go live 3 or 4 times this week. I'd rather do that than do my own taxes. It's just not fun. It's the least fun part of having a Stampin' Up! Business. So anyway, that tells you getting to the end of my career and, you know, I'm ready to just do Stampin' Up! Full time and no more taxes. My goodness, where did I put the masks? Okay, here we go. So we have 3 that are just for the flowers. And if you look in the top left corner, there's a notch and a number on all of the masks. It's raised, and of course, that will tell you that you're using the right side because this is not a symmetrical design, right? And so you might still be able to see the notch, but if you can't see the number, then you're using the wrong side. It's never going to match up. There's also 1, 2, and 3 that tells you what order you should go in. They are going from, I guess I would use the lightest color to the darkest color. Okay, so they look like this. Number 1, see that little number 1 up there? Number 2, and finally, number 3. Okay, the notch is up there because you get this lined up, and then you place, this is going to be funky. I hope it ends up being on something I can write on. I found that these really, it takes a minute, okay, to get these in line. Let's see. Is there one little spot? I love this because they are not, they look realistic, but it is a little bit more difficult to get them in place. I felt, okay, let's see. What about this one? There, that looks, okay. All right, so our notch is going to be on the cardstock, not on the grid paper, and that works. That's okay. When you are doing masks or die cuts for these random patterns that look so realistic, but they're asymmetrical, just look for a particular shape that's like an outlier and then find that on the mask, and that should be a little helpful. All right, now where's my pencil? First thing I want to do is make a little mark in the pencil, but I'm also going to put some tape down. I need extra security. I like to get really into it with the blending brushes apparently. So we're going to tape this down so that when I'm using the blending brushes, I don't really have to worry so much. And I want to bring in the Fresh Freezer ribbon or trim, whatever we're calling it, on this. So This is going to have a fresh freesia base with some melon mambo in it. Okay, first things first. Fresh freesia, I need a blending brush. I'm going to use a larger one. Now this is totally up to you or what you have on hand. You can use the mini, it's totally fine. Okay, let me find one that looks light enough. I recently washed all of them, but I do try to still kind of keep purples with purple and so on until it all kind of falls apart. Okay. This one, and then let me find one I can use for pinks. Okay. So when you wash them, they still, especially when you use the dark colors, they still will stain or have a little bit of ink left in them, but this one's fine. As you can tell, all my purples end up looking like Blackberry Bliss because, you know, that's where my head always goes. And kind of like all the greens, kind of end up looking like Old Olive. But today, we're good. We're going to start with fresh freesia. So we have 3 layers of color. And so in my humble opinion, you should start out light. When you're rubbing this on your ink pad, go around the edges. That's where a lot of the ink is. Take this as a little opportunity to kind of even out your ink at the same time, okay? Don't always go right in the middle. There won't be any ink there then. Okay, and then I'm going to take a look at it and go, yes, I like it. And I'm starting with very little pressure. In fact, depending on the color, sometimes you'll think that you haven't even laid any down, okay? But you are. It's a beautiful color. Okay, and then let's take that up and then look at that. That's why this is such a great, it's so great to use masks for making multiples because it's so fast. So fast. Okay, now look, this is our mark from the last one. And if we're doing it right, the pivot, you might have to pivot a little bit here, but these should match up. And, oh, thank goodness, they do. So I don't embarrass myself. Here we go. Okay, and now I think I'm going to bring in some of the melon mambo at this time, but I'm not going to do it all over. Going to do it. Oh, now this one looks juicy. So I'm really going to have to take my time because I don't want to ruin all the work that I've laid down here. But I'm going to go on the edges. Okay. We're going to do this this is a hybrid type hydrangea that you've never seen before. Oh, you guys got so quiet. Is anybody here with me? Is anyone here? Hello, is this thing on? Are you watching the magic of the masks? Oh, so fun, yes. This is a very fun, tactile technique. I love it. Okay, now don't drink your cocktails when you're doing the masking because you don't want to get, you're using multiple blending brushes and you don't want to dip your peanut butter in your chocolate, right? No fresh freesia in the melon mambo. More importantly, no melon mambo in the fresh freesia. You'll have to do some work to clean up an ink pad if you do that. Okay, now we're going to come in and make this more intense in the middle. And boy, fresh freesia, she can get a little bit dark. And so then I'm like, well, now I want to come in and just go around the very outside. And I'm almost trying to make like an ombre effect from the middle out. And so we're getting this melon mambo on the edges. Okay. And then let's lift this up and see what we have. I think we're going to like it. Oh my goodness, gorgeous. Okay, and then finally we're coming in with the details. See, now isn't that fun? Let's just take a minute. You could stop right at this point. That is fine. There's no wrong answer. You can stop with the first layer if you want. That is fine as well. And now you just want to make sure again that number 3 is pointed up. and then find some guide points here to make sure that you're well within the spot you're supposed to be in. And we are. And so we're going to come back in again. What, Kim? You've never masked before? Kim, I'm so excited for you because you're going to love it. Okay, good. She is watching intensely. And when we're on the team meeting, we can all do it together too, but you're already going to have a head start, right? Okay, so now I'm going to bring it in even darker. And again, fresh freesia. So we go to the ink. Remember, we don't rub in the same spot. Then we go over here to soften it. That really just like works the ink into all of these thousands, millions of bristles, and doesn't give you a harsh streaking of ink. Okay, now I'm just coming down in the middle. I'm going to really try to concentrate that in the middle. And then I pressed. See that? Now I'm going to bring this in and really do the same thing. Kind of doing a figure eight. That's a patented move, but I will give it to you for free. Okay? I feel like the figure eight is a good way to spread the ink. Okay? All right, now let's see what we have. If we don't like it, we can put it back and try again. Oh, but I like it. It's very pretty. Very, very pretty. Check it out. Now see all of the little details like right in here? That's all from masking. You could do something similar with your Stampin' Blends, but it's going to take a lot longer. Okay? Hello, Gian. Oh, Gian. I saw your boy. And he is so cute. I mean that in a non-creepy way. He's the cutest boy, and he has the biggest smile, and I am so excited for him. So anyway, I saw him. I just want you to know. And I was going to post on there, he's such a cute boy. And then I was like, Lisa, do not do that to that man. Okay? So I want you to know, like, you can tell him your friend, like, controlled herself. Okay. Oh gosh, I know. Isn't it great, Kim? It's so fun. It's like magic, right? Okay, but it's not. All right, now, what are we going to do for the leaves? You could leave the leaves and kind of toying with that. But since it's white, I think let's just go for it. Okay, let's just do it, right? And so guess what? Same technique. Oh, I took this off though. But you know what? I'm probably going to have to put this up a little higher because these masks are, well, because this image part is lower. That's what I was thinking of. Just couldn't quite spit the words out. Can't believe that, can ya? He is adorable. I just love him because he's a man that's smiling, and I can see why he's smiling. He has a huge pile of chips in front of him. But yes, he's very cute. There might be 6 masks. I'm feeling like there are, but where's the 6th one then, Lisa? Will somebody tell me? Are there 6 masks or 5? Because we're going with 5. Okay. So anyway, so there are 2. This is for the other image. This guy. Okay. And so they're not the same. They didn't, they're not cookie cutter leaves. They're different leaves for the flowers. Now the other flower, what is it? I'm not sure. It's more non-distinct. So I could name quite a few flowers that it could be. Hey, check it out. I guess it does work. I thought that wasn't going to work. I thought they'd be separate. They're very close. Very, very close. Okay. So I'm still just using the same tape. Goodness, those dogs are quiet. Wearing a skirt today, Miss Fashionista. I bought it probably 5 years ago, so people probably don't even wear skirts anymore. I don't care. It's like my work uniform. From the house, it's my work uniform when I'm stamping. Anyway, it's like 72 in the house. This girl might have to turn on the air conditioning. I have got to have a cold in here, especially when I'm sleeping. 72 is fine right now, but not when I'm sleeping. Okay, this is garden green. You know, I was telling Alicia this morning that if I had to post about garden green on Facebook, I would say my relationship is complicated because I say I don't like it, and yet I use it all the time. So you figure it out. And this one, I had a mini for it, and so I just make it work. Like, oh gosh, look at that. See this one? Oh, I just inked it last night. So yeah, we got to tone that down. I'm not using, I'm just letting it look. I'm like not even using any pressure because I don't want to go too dark. In fact, the first one I did of this, the third layer, I went way too dark and I just ruined it. I had to throw it in the trash. So sad. Actually, I turned it over. I saved paper, you guys. 60 and 62 degrees for sleeping. Dang, girl. That sounds pleasant, but I'll go to 66. I'll go to 66. 62, 64. I gotta say though, when I like have messed up on the heater or whatever, kind of like I mess up on my alarm clock, and it gets way down like that, I don't hate it. But I don't think my roommates are big fans. You know, they only weigh like 22 pounds at the most. That's Tango. Cassie only weighs like 18 pounds. So I do it for the children. Okay, now this one is more fine-tuned. There we go. I think we're there. Now a tiny bit back. Okay, got it. Got it. And now I'm going to bring a little more in, but go easy. Yep, 58. I mean, you are from, you're probably from really hardy people living up there so close to Canada. So I'm going to give it to you. You win the award for, well, if there's an award for that, you win the award. Sleeping in the coldest temperatures. Let's see how this looks. That's beautiful. Go me. No, it's the masks. You guys, it's all the masks. Look at that. Gorgeous. I want to sing to the heavens. It's so beautiful. Okay, let's die cut this baby and proceed. Okay, so all I'm doing here is, if you've never die cut before, put that in the comments and I will show more basic die cutting. But for now, I usually just do it off screen because then I don't bring the Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine in, get in our way. Okay, so again, kind of like when you're lining up the masks, I definitely want to line this up. Take a moment and line it up right because I've just done all that work. Correct? Okay. And then away we go. Take a look at that. We made that. It's so cute. Now wait until you see it on the paper. You will lose your stamping minds. Okay. And let's bring back this beautiful paper. I don't even know. We had to make a huge image like that to stand up to the paper. Now, if we had vellum, I would bring in the vellum. We could also, ooh, what? Am I going to change my mind? I'm going to make you guys choose. DSP, do we want black and white or colored? You guys choose. There's no wrong answer. So here's what it looks like on the black and white, and I will add a sentiment and some ribbon. Okay, there's what it looks like on the black and white. And here's what it looks like on the colored. I've got to turn that up so the flowers are directional. It's really no wrong answer, right? You guys decide. I can't choose. Colored. Jan says colored. You guys choose. You know, I do exactly what you say. That's funny. I almost could say that with a straight face. Colored, okay. Once we get to fight, once we get to fight, once we get to 5, then that's our winner. Okay? Black and white. No change to black. Oh, you changed to black. Okay, we have 2 for black and white, 3 for black and white, 4 for black and white. Okay. Oh my goodness. Love the black and white. Okay, black and white. Yeah, once I did that, I was like, oh, of course. This is not bad though. This is not bad. In fact, I was going to show you. I buy my bedding now at this place called the Company Store because it's like delicious. It's percale. Okay. I mean, they have different things, but I buy percale because I like it cold. And so look, isn't it so pretty? It's like just like a couple of our papers, Bloom Impressions and this lovely garden. Hello, Roz. Hey, thank you for the card, Roz. We looked at your card at the beginning of this. Let me see. I think there was another one. Well, this is pretty. This looks like Year of Flowers. Okay. We have another stamp set. Looks just like Year of Flowers. And that's just gorgeous. More gorgeousness. But anyway, that really caught my eye because I was like, we are right on trend. Oh, Trish loves percale too. I mean, why wouldn't you? Oh, when you get in there and it's all like chilly. Uh-oh, I have the windows open. Okay, so anyway, as I was saying, we're switching to black and white. The experts have agreed. At least 5 of you did. So there you go. Okay, so let me get my tape. Where'd that run off to? I mean, who's running this place? There it is. As you know, I've been moving things around because with the change of moving my desk, well, then that caused me to move everything, which is good. You take a fresh look at everything and go like, you know what? This doesn't work. Okay, now where's that beautiful trim? Because it's so gorge. Don't forget, I am going to show you the 4 cards you'll get to make in this free with purchase card kit that features these products, right? So don't forget, hang on, don't go running off anywhere. And it's too early for bed, so I don't want to hear that excuse, unless you're in Australia. Okay. All right, let's put this up. It's just fun to have a little more textural interest. Gosh, Juan is getting after his yard. Now, he has company over there. Why is he taking care of his yard right now? I ask you. I'm never going to fault somebody for taking care of their yard in my neighborhood, though. Please. Yep. He is blowing off the cul-de-sac. Not his yard, the cul-de-sac. Gotta love that. You know, just on the black, check it. That is gorgeous. Sometimes simple is best. I never say that, but it's true. Sometimes simple is best. Okay, so what's everybody got going on this week? I'm going to the dentist and finally getting something I've been waiting for 2 years. Not waiting for any other reason other than financial. And so I've paid for it. And finally, my 3-tooth implant is going to be in. I'm so excited. It's like a new car almost. It's a new car down payment. So I am appropriately excited. Right? Okay. So anyway, that's going on for me. And work. You know, what's going on for you? Something exciting, I hope. Now, I had some scissors around here because, you know, as we do, one of your neighbors mows his lawn way too much. I would think that Oh, these scissors are getting dull. I need a new pair. I've got a new pair sitting over there, just waiting for me. Okay, so we're gonna lay this one flat down. Okay, I'm gonna use the liquid glue. And his mower's loud. Oh, when he mows after dark? Yeah. We only do that around here if it's like, you know, really, really hot, which I guess could probably happen. But I wouldn't know anymore because I gave that up. I worked hard and did every single thing in my yard for the first 18 or so years. Now I have a guy, Michael. He's awesome. He doesn't mow after dark. In fact, some days he comes and I'm like, Michael, it's too hot. Don't mow. He's like, I'm fine. I'm doing 14 yards today. Seriously. The guy he has another job. He's a flight attendant, but he cannot stop. He's just one of those people that has to move. Okay, now this ribbon, it's one-sided. So I'm going to show you how to shoot. Where is this? I'm going to show you how to put this down so that 10 o'clock at night, you would think it would be kind of dangerous. Maybe there's a headlight on it or something. I'm going to use some tear and tape with this because we could just zigzag it, but then you see this bald side. I'm going to call it the bald side or the velvet side, right? And so what I like to do is I like to kind of put it in, wrap it around my fingers like this. I don't know how to explain it. Wrap it in a loop, okay? And then kind of twist back behind so that when it comes out, it's just on the faux velvet side again. No actual velvets were harmed in the making of this ribbon, okay? So we are velvet friendly. It's Stampin' Up. Okay, you still get a little bit, but it's better than it was. All right, well, kind of. This one got twisted, okay. But once it's under that tear and tape, you can kind of move it like this. Did you see me shimmy it? Okay. And then I'm going to trim this off. Now you can go ahead and tie it in a regular bow if you like. I'm not saying you cannot. I'm just saying this is an option to try and get both sides to, or just the soft side to show. This is the insert. Let's go ahead and put that in. And then we're going to grab a sentiment strip and place it over the tear and tape because we're sneaky that way. Okay, and then kind of want to use Melon Mambo. Let's see what that looks like. Ooh, another pretty combination would be Berry Burst. Yes, but I was using the colors in the paper, right? So, what? Do I not have any scraps of Melon Mambo? Is that possible? Oh, look, here's one. Let's see. Is this a big enough piece? I doubt it. Dang it. Come on now. Well, let's at least look at it. You know what? I kind of want fresh freesia. I wanted to stick with the freesia. So I'm glad we took a look at that. We need it about 3 inches long, I believe. Trimmer. We need a 1/2 inch by 3 inches. This is facing for right-handed people. That's kooky. That's not going to work. 1/2 by 3. I'll go 3 1/4. Just in case. And also the thing that is really making this successful is on these big bold lines and stuff. I'm using the modified craft pad. So you purchase a craft Stampin' Pad and it comes in, it's uninked, okay? And then, because what they want you to do is add your own craft ink. But we're going to be sneaky. We are not going to add the craft ink. We're going to open it up and we are going to ink it with Memento. So it's a big ink pad of Memento, and it's on a sponge base rather than the linen base. And it just picks up ink a lot easier than on the linen. So, prefer it. I highly recommend it, okay? Put a little, you might want to put that on your order so you can get the minimum order and get this card kit I'm talking about for free. You make a difference. I'm talking to you. You make a difference. How could I do this if you weren't here? I could, but it'd be really boring for me. I'm going to go ahead and give it the Lisa Harden trim and follow up with a couple of mini dimensionals on either side. Now, I'm doing that. I'm not putting anything in the middle because it's going to be fully supported by the trim. In fact, it might even have a little bit of a speed bump, but it's for the beauty, okay? So we're doing it for the beauty, and nobody's even going to notice because it's so gorgeous. You make it. Oh, I think that one didn't. It still had the. Yep, still had the backing on it. Well, that. Okay. It's so gorgeous. Isn't that pretty? And now I'm going to bring in, why not, the embellishments, these starburst sequins. They're so gorge. So gorge. Oh, but where'd they go? They ran off. Come on now. No. They ran off. We have them in fresh freesia, crushed curry, and white. Probably color on the white ones to make them any color you would like, but I'm not going to do that. We are going to use the fresh freesia and Color Good because they're so beautiful, beautiful. Boop. Boop. And boop. I mean, what? It's stunning, isn't it? Isn't that pretty? Look at this. You make a difference. Okay. This is not one of the cards you will get in your kit. This is a freebie. Okay. This is just a freebie in our free class Sunday. But rest assured, you're going to get some beautiful cards. And so I'm going to show them to you quickly, though. These are the cards you will get in kit form. Everything will be cut and die cut for you. And you will want to have this featured bundle to make the cards as designed. But if you don't like this bundle for some odd reason, that's okay. You can use what you have. I will die cut all of the images. Hi, Jenny. I will die cut all of the images for you. If you need cardstock for a stamped and masked image, I will provide the cardstock. Okay? So please keep that in mind because it's going to be so fun. And speaking of, let's talk about what's going on at the zoo lately. Last few days to use my host code. So if you are shopping with me before, I don't know, Tuesday, if you use this host code, that would be so great. Because it's going to be the last time we're going to use a host code. And then after that, it's going to be freedom. Okay? But until then, please use this host code for orders under $150. All right, here is the free with purchase offer that I have. Place an order of $60 of product, that's before tax and shipping, and I will send you 4 card kits to make the 4 cards I just showed you for free. You will have a PDF tutorial. If you place an order of $75 or more, I'm going to add a full package of the Starburst sequin embellishments. It is while supplies last, and that's really all you need to know about it. It's gorgeous, right? And we're going to make another card after this message from our sponsor. Okay. This class, you know what? Sometimes the best laid plans go awry, and such is the case with On the Go. But guess what? It's just me now. And it's still an on-the-go mega class. It's 10 cards and projects, 2 each of 5 different designs. You'll have video, PDF tutorials, as well as pillow gifts. Those are little gifties that they're so cute. I'm not going to tell you what they are, but they are in line. They coordinate, I guess, with the theme of the products. You're going to receive a lot of products from this beautiful suite that you see here on the screen. And if you add the bundle to your order, which is only $38.50, I'm going to pay the shipping and tax. Okay? This will ship by April 15th. The registration link is in the description, or if you're over on my Stamping Zoo website page, you can find it probably in the 2Q events. Okay, it's going to be fun. It's very colorful. I have all the cards and projects designed, and I have all the gifts ready. I just need you to sign up for it, and then I'll send it to you, okay? All right. Please also sign up for April Stamp Camp. It's coming up quickly, and it's April 12th at 10 a.m. That is an in-person class here in beautiful Boise, Idaho. Cost is $25 or free with a $30 order. Please register at thestampingzoo.com, and you do not pay for the class until the day of class, or the product, whichever you choose. All right, please keep in mind, my In Color Club will be rocking and rolling again for these new colors, the 25 to 27 in colors. The estimated cost is $72 per month shipped, $62 per pickup. It will run for 5 consecutive months, May through September. I will not have a link for you to pay until later on in April, or maybe the very beginning of May. But please keep in mind that it is going to be fantastic, right? It's a beautiful way to find out about all of the new in colors. Please just private message me at this point if you're interested, and I'll make sure that you get the registration link. Okay, this is probably the last day. I know it's the 6th, but if anybody wants to sign up for the Zoobilee Crafty Kit, I'll still take you if you want to register for it today. It's featuring the Darling Dinos bundle and lots of black and white product. Okay, so even if you don't want to use the Darling Dinos, it's going to fit really well into making some beautiful birthday cards. And if you do want to use the Darling Dinos and you purchase the bundle from me this month for $40.50, along with registering for the class, I will again pay the shipping and tax for that. Okay, full details are down in the description of this video for this and all my events. I have one more Zoobilee Crafty Kit. This is the same kind of class. It has video and PDF tutorials, and it is ready for you to go. I just had one kind of over order. So anyway, if you would like this, please just private message me because the registration link has closed. Just private message me and we will get it to you as soon as possible. Don't forget about Chopped. It is the monthly competition. We just finished up with Chopped, and Sarah won this month. And if you didn't see it, it was gorgeous. So please think about joining us. It's only $8 a month, and it's so fun to be in the competition. And you never know, you could be this month's big winner. All right, don't forget about the Bon Appetit Club. Stop scrolling by all of those delicious recipes. Make your own recipe cards each month with a custom-made kit. So you will receive that from me every month with a PDF tutorial and color photo, as well as occasional tested recipes from myself or other people in the club. This month, they are going to get a recipe for chicken dinner bars. What? Chicken dinner bars? That sounds fantastic, doesn't it? They sound really yummy. I've got to make them soon. So anyway, please keep all of that in mind because I'd love to have you join me for one of those events or all of those events. I don't care. It's great. Okay, this is not the card you're going to receive, but this is one of the designs. I think it's called a fault line card. You guys can tell me because I don't remember fun folds. I need to. I'm starting to save them in a fun fold folder on my computer and then try to name them when you guys tell me what the names are. Okay, so here we have, this is going to be, if you receive the free kit from me, this is going to be your video of how to make this card. Okay, so I'll put the link in your free tutorial. But so you're going to want a card base that's 4 1/4 by 11, scored at 5 1/2. You're going to want a full sheet of designer series paper, 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. I don't know if it's a full sheet, but anyway, 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. You're going to want a smaller piece that is, what is this? 4 1/4 by 2. Okay, I made mine 4 1/2. Just I can trim it, but anyway, just know that. And then you're going to want this piece for the insert that I made 4 by 5 1/4. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to rip some paper. So I think at about like 3 inches down from the top of the front of your card. Okay, this is the actual front of the card. Rip it. And you don't have to be gentle. I don't like to crease the right-hand side of the paper too much because we are going to use the bottom of it. Okay, but that looks good because it has lots of interest. And then I want you to take off another, you know, inch, 1 1/4 from the middle. Okay, and don't make a straight line because that's not interesting. Okay, this is going away. We're going to use that later for a scrap. I'd never throw it away, right? Okay, now this one is also going to get ripped right in the middle lengthwise. And it's going to be really fun. And look at that. We are just ripping paper. And then I'm just going to take my finger and I'm going to bend this over. You can distress this in a number of ways. You could use a sanding block. You could literally like cut into it. You can rip it. I just kind of like it curled over. So anyway, that's what you're going to do. But I'm going to take, first I'm going to take this piece now. This is the top, right? And I'm going to take this. This is going to be, I just want to make sure because this is directional. I want to make sure that I put the seal on the right side. So the seal is going to go at the top. Okay, and then I'm going to place this across. Well, I kind of want to look. Here, this is what I did. I forgot. I laid that down, and then I took the cardstock to it. Okay, that looks a lot better. Now, I do have an overage on either side. I cut this like 1/4 of an inch larger because I wanted to make sure it wasn't too short because that will ruin the effect. And then I just brought it in like that. And we can re-rip it or whatever we need to do if we feel it's not big enough. Now this is the bottom. And for right now, all I'm going to do is do the same thing. I put seal on the bottom of this because I want my little yellow flowers to be facing up. And then I'm going to bring this in. I'm going to do the same thing. Probably I should have waited to curl that up, but that's okay. Okay. And then now I can tell right away that I'm going to want to, where are my big scissors? You think it'd be so easy to keep a hold of your scissors around here. I'm sure that you guys watch me and laugh, but I'll tell you, the struggle is real. It's difficult to keep scissors around here because you put things on top of them. Okay. All right, now this one I can tell it's going to be a little too large, so I'm just going to rip it down a little more, and then I'm going to like curl it on top of itself, but we still want to see some of the yellow, right? So, and then this guy, probably a little much. So this is very fun, and it is not any, there's no like right or wrong, okay? Okay, check that out, my friends. Now we're going to take this and put seal on the inside and the perimeter, including the DSP. So I'm running it down there. And I'm going to run it across too. It doesn't have to be a straight line. Then I'm going to take this paper, and it is also directional, so you want to make sure that your flowers are going to be facing the right way. Okay? And then I'm going to take this piece, and I'm going to lay this DSP. It's on the inside of the card, and it's just to the other side of the score line in the middle. It's not on top of the score line. I'm going to burnish the heck out of it. And let's see if I can show you. Almost, I can show you. See, it's on that side of the score line so that when you fold it, it folds nicely. Oh, see what's happening here? See what we got going on here? Told you something interesting's happening. Now I'm going to look at this. And for me, I want to trim this little, there's a sliver here, because remember, we don't put it on the score line. And so you're going to have this little piece that I like to trim off. Otherwise, the whole front of the card is wackadoo. Okay, and then you're going to bring this in. Don't put it down with adhesive first. Oh, beautiful. And see, you need to leave a little bit so that you can see all the gorgeous pattern. That's what it's going to look like. Now we're going to stamp this right away before we stick. We're still going to stamp before we stick. Okay? And I'm going to put with love and thanks because I haven't even used that sentiment yet. With love. And so you could just make with love, but there's with love and thanks. Okay, more options than you can shake a stick at. That's our unofficial, what I want to say. That's our theme today. More options than you can share a stick at. Roz, thank you for sharing. Will you please share this video? Not just Roz, anybody. You can all do it. It's free. And I appreciate it so much. I know, Jan, isn't this fun? You've probably made this kind of card, but I had not made this kind of card. It took me a minute to like wrap my head around it. I was making it last night and I was like, hold on now, what's going on? And then, you know, I just figured it out. Okay, now I think, this is lemon lolly. I think that's crushed curry. I want to do something. Remember this? I told you we were going to need that. I didn't really know we were going to need it. Well, hello, Alicia. There's Alicia. Everybody say hi to Alicia, the master cutter. Oh, that's gorgeous. Okay, but it does need to be primed, or there's something on the O. So let's make sure we get it right. Because remember, I told you I hadn't used that stamp yet. So we'll just like, okay. Because we've already got our DSP on this. Now, you could do the stamping first, right out the gate, before you put the DSP on. Probably would be smarter. You're not hanging out with me because I'm smart, okay? You're hanging out with me because I'm absolutely gorgeous. Not really. You're hanging out with me because we have fun together. Okay. And thanks. Now, and thanks is probably going to come out a lot clearer because it's really tiny. And so it has less area to resist ink. That's my thought. And what did I say? It's gorgeous. With love and thanks. I'm just going to center it right now. There's enough going on this card without, you know, making my sentiment all wickety-whack. Okay, beautiful. We might still use that crushed curry for a little stamp in the middle. But now this is going to go on. Oops. And so I will do the same thing that I did kind of at the top. All right, just put the sealant on this. Seal. I don't know why I'm calling it sealant. Probably because I was talking about the dentist, right? And then you can take a look and line that right up on your DSP. This is going to be the card base, right? We're going to come right back in, and that's the card base, and let's make sure it looks pretty darn good to me. Look at it. What? And I'm going to put white on the inside because I feel like it looks better with that. You could put something else on the inside if you wanted, but this is what it is. Put weight, of course. We're going to stamp that beautiful flower and put it on the front as well. So, yay! Okay, I need that big block again. Right? We need the big block. Come here, guy. Did I clean that? Yeah, okay. We'll find out. If black is all over my hand, then I didn't clean it. Kind of like the other day. My goodness, you know, I'm not known for being neat and clean. I know that. I own it. And so I put on a brand new pair of shorts, navy shorts. Very cute. Went in and brushed my teeth before I went live with you guys because I don't know why. You can smell my breath? No. But it's just a thing I do, okay? And I'll be darned if when I was coming in here to sit down, I happened to look down. I had toothpaste all over the front. It was like I had dropped toothpaste and then mashed it onto the counter on my shorts. I was like, seriously? So those went, you know, straight from my drawer into the washer. Okay. Oh, God. Whatevs, I tell ya. So I don't buy a lot of dry cleaned clothes, dry clean only clothes anymore. It's probably not really a thing, is it? Or have I just gotten old? Because I used to wear a lot of dry clean only clothes. I feel like we all kind of gave it up after COVID. It was like, this is silly. We're just getting dressed up for each other. Why? Okay, we need some more white, which, as I said, if you purchase an order from me that meets the minimum, then you're going to get all the cardstock you need to make this. Cardstock ain't cheap anymore, okay? Just want to point out the obvious. It is for a few more weeks, but not the basic white, okay? The price already went up. So I'll be sending that to you. I'm not going to cheap out. I'm going to send it to you, okay? And you'll have everything you need to make the 4 cards in the kit, including the envelopes. I still send the envelopes. I mean, come on. We got to do it. Now we are going to color these with our blends because you can do any coloring technique you like. Remember, I told you that early on, and it's true. I want to prove it to you. So now I'm taking the light lolly, the bold, not the bold, I don't know, I call it the paintbrush end. Not the fine tip, but the broad point. And I'm coloring all over, but I'm leaving certain parts white, and certain parts are going to stay white. Some things are going to get the dark lemon lolly treatment, like these little bits that are turned up. I feel like I'm coloring those dark. More inside is going to have more shadows, right? So we're going to want that. Let me see this. Nope. Try to use a special effect. Hello, come on. There we go. Okay, so anyway, I'm coloring right in here, and I'm just scribbling, right? I'm not even really paying attention. Like, I can just watch you and color. No, I'm looking at the screen. I'm just kidding you. But anyway, just kind of getting that in there. Okay, and then I'm even going to bring in the color lifter. Oh, Lori, you're so fun. And I'm just going to do this, and that's just going to move it around just enough so that it looks kind of mottled, right? Maybe it's a flower that's been bloomed out for a while and it's starting to just lose some of its color. You have to give the color lifter a few minute or two to kind of move that ink around. And then if you want to move it around more, use the color lifter again, okay? And then, of course, since we have this garden green in here, we're going to use garden green. But wait, we don't have any garden green blends. Dang it. What are we going to do? Well, of course, I have a fix for you, okay? Don't be scared. Just stick with me. We're going to use a little bit of re-inker, and hopefully, yeah, I still have water in that. We don't have water painters currently for purchase. So if you don't have water painters or a paintbrush and you would like me to help you choose something off of Amazon, I'm happy to do that. Okay, our manufacturer stopped making the water painters. So it is the company's intention to offer water painters, but they're not available right now, and they are also not going to be available until we find a new manufacturer. Okay, so just hold your horses. I don't know about that one. I want a finer tip. So I'm just using some retired, oh, here's one. I'm just using some retired water painters that I have. I have like the last two kinds. There, guess what I've been doing? Well, I've been coloring. Okay, yeah, this is basic white. It's not even thick, but I don't care because I'm going to make it really dry. And oh, you can't see me, but I'm just putting it in this, I'm using this as a palette, and then I'm going to clean it out. I'm going to dry it out with paper towel. Okay, and so I'm just going to bring this in and give it, I wanted to start light, and I'm like, okay, I could use a little more color. I'm not going to go over it a lot, and I'm not using a lot of color. This is really just, it's a technique with very little water to lay down the color, and you're going to get some watercolor effect, okay, but it's not going to be like with watercolor paper where you can go over it time and again. And so just kind of test it out lighter rather than darker first. Okay, and then you can just come in and do this real quick. And just like I did with the flowers, I'm trying to leave some white spots. Okay. Oh, so pretty. You could put Wink of Stella on this. You know you could. But you don't have to. Okay. And then I'm going to take this out. You probably could leave it in there just fine because, you know, our ink pads do store upside down, but it's okay. All right, let me zoom back out now that we have stopped our coloring so you can see more. I must see more. Okay, so let's see. I think I want more color lifter though. Okie dokie. Now I'm going to go ahead and die cut this. I don't know why I'm showing you this. Look at this mess. But that's why I use a magnet sheet, because guess what? Last night I didn't. And I had everything out. I had ripped open the paper. I had ripped open the embellishments. And then I couldn't find the die cuts. And I was like, oh my God, I threw them away. Went through the trash. Trash was full. Went through the trash. Not in the trash. Like, oh my God, what have I done with them? And then I remembered that I had been super organized. I took them into the living room and placed them in there. So Alicia had them to refer to. Oh God. So anyway, they weren't in the trash. But the trash got gone through, right? It was only, I mean, it was just trash in here. So it's just paper and stuff. And I'm like, really? I have to find a black and white envelope with die cuts in it? That is needle meet the haystack. But so anyway, get things organized in the beginning. Don't be like me, okay? Please don't be like me. Look at this. Oh my gosh. I love it. It's so gorgeous. So let's put it up on dimensionals because we don't want to crush all that fault line that we made. Okay? Let's put that up there, and you guys can, in the meantime, you can tell me whether you like yellow or freesia card, which you prefer. I know you're going to be all really diplomatic and tell me that you love them both. But you know you have a favorite. One of them piques your interest a little more. And nobody's feelings are going to be hurt. These guys are not going to get their feelings hurt. Yeah. Jean loves it. Jean, you love it? Are you kidding? Well, I love that. I love the fall card. So please remember that if you purchase, if you make the free with purchase offer, or take me up on that offer, then you're going to have one of these cards. It's going to be different card base and everything, but you're going to have supplies for one of these cards. This is the video you're going to refer back to. I will put the link into your tutorial, okay? And it will be the YouTube link because Facebook is being kind of silly and they're getting rid of live videos after 30 days. So FYI, if you've not already, please go over and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Doesn't mean I'm not going to still show on Facebook. It just means if I'm doing something that you want to follow up with in a month or two, it's not going to be there on Facebook anymore, but they're still over on YouTube. If you really want to make sure you have them, then you've got to download it onto your computer, okay? So you can do that too. And I love these so much. This card is not flat, but these embellishments are. Oh my goodness. I mean, are we cool or what? Look at that. A breath of fresh air. I love them both. I love them together, that they are so bright, and I love that the colors together. Kim says both, but the yellow is her favorite. These are gorgeous. They are fun, aren't they? Kim, you're going to make something very similar in our team meeting. So I'm very glad that you went for it and bought the bundle or the suite, whatever you bought. Okay, so here's our fault line card. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I do believe that's the fault line. And then Jenny says she's the odd one out. She loves purple. Yeah, the purple with fresh freesia. I know. And this was fresh freesia and melon mambo, and then easy on the garden green. Yeah, easy. Whoa. Don't push with all your might. Beautiful cards. Okay, don't forget, if you liked these cards, you're going to love my free with purchase class. Okay? Purchase $60 of product of any kind from my website, and you will receive 4 card kits with envelopes to make the cards I just showed you. If you increase that to $80, I believe that's right, I throw in the embellishments. A full pack of the, where'd they go? A full pack of those beautiful embellishments we were just using. Oh, you get a full pack of these, and they're $7.50 on their own. Okay, now you're asking, where do I go for all this to place these orders? Where do I go? I ask you. Well, I believe that I've got this figured out for you nowadays. Now, so no, we don't want to go there. We want to go here. And this is the stampingzoo.com. Okay, now as you cruise down, if you are on laptop, no, if you're on a Mac or a PC, not a mobile device, you will see all of the tabs in white going across here. If you are on your phone or an iPad or any kind of notebook situation, you will not probably see all of these tabs. What you'll see is 2 or 3 of them, and then you'll see 3 dots out here to the right. We'll click on the dots. That takes you to the full, it'll probably show you as like drop down, but you will get all these choices. Join the Zoo Crew, Chopped, April to June 2025 events. Okay, you'll get all of those. All right. And so you don't need to go anywhere special for that free offer other than this Shop Now tab over here. And so if you just click on the Shop Now, it is working on it, but it will take you over to Stampin' Up website, and it will name me as your demonstrator. Okay, so it's trying, you don't need to follow all that spooling, but that's all you do. go over to thestampingzoo.com, hit the Shop Now tab, start ordering, and then like I said, over here, I'll show you the graphic again because I want to make sure it was right on the, there we go. Place a $60 order. Oh, okay, so place a $60 order and earn the 4 card kits. Place an order of 75 or more, only 75, not 80. So 75 or more, and you will get the Starburst sequence as well. Okay, I'd love to be your demonstrator if you're not working with anyone already. And if you are already working with me, I'm going to work just as hard to earn your business each and every day. Okay? Thank you so much for joining me for this free card class where I could show you all about Thankful Garden. And I hope you enjoyed it. If you have any questions, you can private message me or you can leave them in the comments. And have a lovely rest of your Sunday, okay? I will see you back here on Thursday night for another class. Stamp and chat. So bring your stamping, bring your chatting, and we will meet back here Thursday night at 7 p.m. Mountain Time. Okay, thank you so much, everybody. I love seeing you.